So if you watched the last video, you'll know that this trip has been predominantly funded on points. And we finally made it to Grand Cayman, of course. But before we get stuck into everything the island has to offer, I thought I'd do a little first impressions video. So let's start where every Caribbean holiday should, and that is on the beach. So that is the Hotel Indigo right there, and it isn't exactly on the beach itself. Basically, you've got this short walk that you have to do just down through and onto the beach on that side. Well, first impressions are very chilled, very relaxed, as you can imagine. True to the Caribbean vibe, I guess. Yeah, when I woke up this morning, it was absolutely lashing it down. But as is typical in this part of the world, it lasted for about half an hour. And then, as soon as it's done, the sun is out. But of course, with that comes a lot of heat and a lot of humidity. Still very quiet at the minute, this time of the morning. It is looking quite threatening again over there, isn't it? You see these fellas roaming all over the island, and it came about that decades ago Caymanian families would have kept 15 to 20 chickens in a coop for fresh meat and eggs and such like, but then over the years, as hurricanes have came and passed, a lot of those coops were destroyed during those hurricanes, and the fallout from that is that you've now got all these chickens and roosters that were dispersed across the island, and because there's no natural predators, actually they're everywhere. It's fascinating. They were even just chilling at the airport, came out the front of the terminal, and they're all just there wandering around. It's quite funny. Of course, your beach sports are covered. 4 volleyball courts there, and a beach football pitch there as well. All this would have come down from earlier, I would imagine. But here we are. Look at this. I will say one thing. When we first chose the Cayman Islands as the destination of choice to spend all of those points that we've accumulated, this was the exact image I had in my mind. Look at the colour of that water. That gives you an idea of where our hotel versus where the beach is. It's about a 3-minute walk, I would say, down here. You've also got the Kimpton Seafire there, which was also a hotel I was looking at, because it's also part of IHG, but the points wouldn't have gone as far for me. I wouldn't have been able to get as many nights there, so the Indigo it was. Let's go and have a little wander down here, see what's going on. I mean, it's virtually deserted at the minute. I mean, there's a few people up there, but people obviously don't rush around here. If you're on holiday, probably come down a little bit later, and I think it gets busier in the afternoon rather than the morning. We came down here yesterday actually, and one thing that we picked up on is that you can actually probably only go about, I don't know, what's that, about 20-25 metres out there before the seabed drops right away, which isn't a problem. I mean, obviously good for snorkeling and what have you, but you can't paddle too far out before you need to start swimming. Where we were in the Red Sea in Hurghada a few months ago, you could wander quite a way out. Good stretch of the way down here, of course, you can imagine it is just full of condos and apartment blocks. I did check this out, this Harbour Heights. These are available to rent on Airbnb. Looks pretty impressive, doesn't it? I keep thinking I'm seeing stingrays, but I think that's a rock. Pretty sure I read that 7 Mile Beach actually isn't 7 miles long anymore. I think it's only 6 due to coastal erosion. If I've got that right or wrong, do let me know in the comments. Just remembered, I forgot my microphone as well, so I apologise for the wind noise. Here we are, look. Got some proper Caribbean style buildings here now. Love it. So the capital, Georgetown, is in that direction. If you keep going, that does take you down to the capital. You've also got the Westin resort just here on the left, which is quite a high-end hotel. As I say, all along here you've got all the developments. This is the most touristy area of the island. I could keep walking and walking and walking down there, which I'm not going to do because it is pretty toasty, and I'll be needing a drink soon, to be fair. All of that grey seems to be being blown in that direction now. Looks like we've got bluer skies and whiter clouds coming over. Happy days. It is actually considered low season here in the Caribbean at the moment. We're coming into hurricane season, July, August time, but our hotel is absolutely full. I tried to get an upgrade and I couldn't get one. Upgrade to the room, that is. I didn't have any available. You may have noticed it's not actually the flattest of beaches either. This angle here is quite sharp, as far as beaches go, I guess. It's a bit of a pain in the backside to walk on. That probably sounded a little bit dramatic, didn't it? It's not too bad to walk on. Hotel Indigo does have a beach club as well, called Bonny Moon. Cracking food, actually. We've been there a couple of nights. Not the most extensive of menus, but what they have got on there is very tasty, and that's what I have noticed. I mean, we've been used to, over the last 4 or 5 years or so, all inclusive with kids, you know, just in the interest of convenience and cost, really. But you do definitely notice an elevated standard of food when you come to these kinds of hotels. Here we are, this is it, look. Right on the beach. Tables here, right by the seafront. It's exactly what we did the other night. I think we sat just here, actually. And then all along here, all the way down to the end of this walkway, is the private beach for the Hotel Indigo. And then the Kimpton has got its own just down there. Let's have a quick walk down here, actually. Yeah, here's a Seafire, Kimpton Seafire. I think this one's slightly bigger, and it's got a few more amenities as well compared to what the Indigo's got. Tell you what it has got, some very nice residences. Fancy. Bit out of my price range, unfortunately. This is pretty cool. This path has got little glow in the dark bits. When it's night, they kind of glow green. Very cool. Oh, let's head back this way then, back towards the hotel. It's even got a mini moke. Cayman Leisure Club. I don't think I've ever seen a mini moke in the flesh. Wow. This is a lovely little communal area, actually. You've got somewhere for the kids to play. Got a little outdoor gym over there, just next to the volleyball courts. It is just a bunch of bars. What's this thing? Oh. Well, that looks far too energetic for me. Hey up, mate. I'm back at the hotel. This was only built 2 years ago, I think, but it is absolutely immaculate. You would think that it only opened last week. It is so clean. I was really impressed with it, actually. This is the entrance that you come up off the beach, or from the beach I should say. This is a really cool feature. You've got 3 hammocks there if you really want to get into the spirit. What I'm going to do now is cut to tomorrow morning, because it's quite a small enclosed area. There's lots of people, lots of kids playing at the minute, so I'm going to show you around the outside when there's far fewer people around. Good morning. It's early morning. We're here before anybody else is around. Ava's joined me. We're going to have a quick look around, because now we can look around properly without having to weave in and out of people. Let's go and take a look. So the hotel's only been open for 2 years, and the whole place, I love this, is just surrounded by greenery. It's got a very tropical Caribbean feel. And as I said, I think I mentioned it earlier, the whole place is absolutely immaculate. I think that's right to say, isn't it, Ava?
Yeah.
It's just so clean. It was like it was opened like last week. First impressions, really bright, modern, welcoming. Definitely more boutique than your typical Caribbean resort. When we checked in, we did get a welcome drink as well. It was kind of a juice. It was like a red drink. I don't know what it was, but it was very nice. And very welcome actually after making away from the airport, because it was very hot. I love this floor as well. Have a look, other side of reception, and this is into the main kind of communal outside area. And again, just plants, colour, tropical vibes all the way through. This area here at the back of reception, they were doing Pilates here, and also yoga, I think.
Yeah.
I think they did some kids' activities as well, didn't they?
Yeah.
It was a like bracelet making. I think there was face painting as well.
Yeah.
Don't know if it's every day, but they do have a programme on, which is pretty good. So here usually you'll have the guys standing giving out the towels. You give your room number. Now they do also offer sun cream, which is usually there, aloe vera gel.
Yes.
And they did have, I don't know if it's under here at the minute,
No.
but they have like a little it's almost like a box with books in that you can take. You have to return them obviously, that you can just read by the pool. So there's lots of nice little touches. It's a little kiddie pool, and then around the edge they're all double seaters. We haven't tried, well, I don't suppose we would sit down here, would we?
It's a bit
But
wet at the moment.
I did want to try the double beds. But yeah, predominantly for your kids down here. And just up from that is your main pool. We've plonked ourselves down the left hand side here every day, just by the edge. It is an infinity pool as well. Looking out over the greenery, the beach is down there. If there was no trees there, you'd have a clear view straight down to the beach. If you do want a bit of shade and don't want to be in the sun all the time, this row of beds all the way down here, just behind the pool, just give you a little bit of extra shade, shall we say. I'm right in thinking, Ava, I think this side of the pool's mirrored to the other side, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you've got the same row, just as you go down that. There are a few different options for food here at the Hotel Indigo, and while we're outside by the pool, this is the first one. This is the Bata Bar, open from 11 till 7. All your cocktails, beers, spirits, all the usual stuff. And the food's pretty decent as well, isn't it, Ava, actually? We've had some nice stuff here. Not a massive amount of seating here. On a Saturday they do have a barbecue and live music, don't they?
Yeah.
So the guy was here singing last night, the barbecue was on. I had some chicken tacos, delicious by the way. What did you have? You had a Cali burger, didn't you?
No, Lace had the Cali burger. I had the royal nachos.
The royal nachos, which were very, very good, I have to say. Now up here, there's a spa pool, just next to the Bata Bar. Didn't try this, well I probably will do. Nice and warm. I say that, I'd like to try it, but because it's so hot, I don't know whether it's such a good idea, to be fair. And this is a cool little thing they've done just down here. Now you've got your table tennis table, they've set up a lounge, and almost like a little lounge, where they're showing all the World Cup matches. Got a massive TV. And all your seating. Got bean bags down there just beyond the table tennis table, obviously seating on the upper levels here. It's good. And this is the toilet. Loving that. There it is, the World Cup viewing lounge. I've said it before, I'll say it again, I absolutely love this outdoor area. Absolutely love it. Let's head inside. So as you walk into here, you kind of like arrive into this kind of hub area where all the restaurants are and the coffee shop, which I'll show you in a second. I think down there goes down to all the meeting rooms. Got a few of them here. Cafe Alula here does do some excellent coffees and some very nice pastries. And this is the hotel's cafe and grab and go shop. I can definitely recommend the Spanish iced latte. It was excellent, as were the pastries and the salad bowls as well. And it also doubles up as a little gift shop, but it was a perfect place to grab some breakfast if you didn't want to sit down and were heading out for the morning. And then just through from Alula was Catalina, and this is the hotel's main restaurant, and this is where we had breakfast each morning. And breakfast is available either as a buffet or from the a la carte menu, and over the course of our stay we did try both. And the buffet pretty much has everything you'd expect, to be fair: fresh fruit, pastries, cereals, yogurts, and a selection of hot breakfast items as well, although annoyingly I completely forgot to film that bit. The a la carte menu was really impressive as well, and I can definitely recommend the huevos rancheros and the breakfast burrito. Both were absolutely excellent. And Catalina isn't just for breakfast either, by the way. It's open throughout the day for lunch and dinner. And then tucked away at the back, you'll also find two of the hotel's other dining experiences. Milkberry specialises in freshly prepared sushi, while Rasa offers a much more intimate chef's table experience with a rotating tasting menu cooked right in front of you. The other option you've got, and perched on the roof, is Pom Pom. Now, it is an adults-only restaurant and bar, and I think it's got a Peruvian-inspired menu, but it does have some fantastic views over 7 Mile Beach, and it's currently rated 4.9 out of 5 on TripAdvisor. But as I say, as we were here with the family, we didn't get the opportunity, unfortunately, to give it a try ourselves. So this is a standard double room at the Hotel Indigo, and first impressions, it's absolutely immaculate. Everything feels brand new. We had 2 double beds, which were really comfortable as well. And the room itself has got a really fresh beach-inspired theme running throughout the room. One feature that immediately caught my eye was this huge desk and storage area. It's not just somewhere to put your laptop, you've got loads of space for your bits and pieces, and I quite like the quirky kettle and coffee cups that added a little bit of character as well. And there's also a massive full-length mirror and a large smart TV where you can do the usual streaming, but you can also check your hotel bill without having to head down to reception. If I had one small criticism, is that with 4 of us staying in a standard room, finding somewhere to put all the suitcases was a little bit of a challenge. That said, the wardrobe itself is a really good size and easily held a couple of people's clothes. The bathroom continues the same kind of modern design. The shower is a great size with both rainfall and shower head, and a handheld attachment, and there's plenty of room around the vanity unit to spread everything out. Like the bedroom, everything was absolutely spotless. Finally, out on the balcony, you've got 2 really comfortable chairs and a decent amount of space as well. It is a really good spot to enjoy a morning coffee, plan the day ahead, or if you want, just sit back and soak up the Caribbean sunshine. Well, first impressions then. 7 Mile Beach has certainly lived up to everything that I've seen in the photos. The water really is that clear and the sand really is that soft. I can absolutely see why it is regarded as one of the best beaches in the Caribbean. As for the Hotel Indigo, I think it's been a great choice. The service has been fantastic, the food has been excellent, and it's really got that boutique feel that makes it a little bit different from probably a typical beach resort. So I'd say we're off to a pretty good start here in the Cayman Islands, but we've only just scratched the surface, of course, because next up we'll be heading out to one of the island's most famous attractions, Stingray City, and if it's ready you will see it up here now. Do not miss that one. I'll see you there.